Hey guys, this is Gloria. I am back to share with you guys my tutorial on how to use this We Are Memory Keepers pocket punch board that I picked up from Tuesday morning. This is the punch board right here out of the package, and I'll just go over what comes on the board. So this right here would be the punch that actually makes, the little notches that look just like that on your pocket if you choose to use it. This right here is the little arm that you're going to put down onto your paper, and it has a groove right here that the cutter, which is this, goes down inside of. So when you would put it into the groove, this circular part without the knife goes down inside that groove, and you move it around so that it'll cut your paper. It also comes with these two guides, and the guides actually have arrows on them, as you can see. Those guides are meant to be put in these holes. The holes are marked 1, 2, and 3 on this side, and then on this side it is A through F. For 1, 2, and 3, you always want to make sure that the arrow is facing down. So whichever peg you need to use, just put it into the two pegs and make sure that it's facing down. This one with the letters on it needs to be facing to the right. So you would just want to make sure that whatever letters you put it in, it's facing to the right. And that's just to keep your paper in place when you're making your pocket. It also has these arms that are used when scoring. And as you can see, there's scoring lines on the board. There's also these dotted lines, and then this is the cutting groove right here. There's also a bone folder, and your instructions actually come underneath the board, and these have your measurements on it. So what we're going to do is just create a pocket just like these that I already made. This one has a Rolodex bottom. You can make them however you want. This one is just a regular pocket envelope. And then I had this one right here, which is another pocket envelope. Okay, you can jazz them up as much as you want. And I'm just going to show you how to create those pockets. So let's just pull out the measurement guide. And my paper, which is from the Sunny Days collection, is a 6x8 inch sheet of paper, and I just tore it out of the book, the paper pad. If you look on this measurement guide, what I did was I knew what size paper I had. So this first line is the pocket size. This second line is your paper size if you want a flap. And this one is the paper size if you want just the notch at the top. So this is the one with the notch at the top, and this is the one with the flap. So what I did was I just went down this line, and I had a 6x8 sheet of paper. And so what I did was I found the measurements for 8x6, which is this one right here. So it told me that I need to put my groove guide, my little guide pieces on the board. I needed to put them in E as well as 3. So I'm just going to make sure that this one is in the 3 and it's facing down. See the arrow facing down. And then this one needs to be an E, and it needs to be facing to the right. So I'm just going to put this in, make sure it's in E and it's facing to the right. Okay. And now you're ready to make your pocket. So you pretty much want to start with your paper on the longer length side. So whatever measurement that is, in this case is 8, because this is a 8x6 inch sheet of paper. So you want to start on the 8. You're just going to put your paper, you're going to butt it up against these two guides. So butt it up against the top and butt it up against the side. And you're going to drop this arm down. You're going to take your cutter And where that little circle is going to go inside this groove. And then the cutter part is going to fit right down inside of the cutting groove. Okay. So I'm just holding my paper tight, and it's up into the, it's up on this one and all the way over to this one. And I'm just going to hold my little arm down, put this down, and I'm going to cut. And you want to make sure that you keep even pressure so that you're cutting all the way through. You can choose to score now if you want to, or you can do the scoring at the end. It's up to you. So I won't score right now. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to lift this arm. I'm going to flip this over to the back side, and I'm going to do the same exact thing, butting this paper up against the top and the side. Put this down, take your cutter, and just cut that little part off. So now you got two parts, okay? So then you're going to do the same exact thing on the bottom part. So I'm just going to lift the arm up. I'm going to flip this back up to the top, and I'm back at the 8-inch side. I'm going to put my arm down, take this cutter, and I'm just going to cut that piece off. Make sure you cut all the way from one end to the next. And then again, I'm going to flip this over. Make sure my paper is all the way up where it needs to be. I'm going to take this cutter, and I'm going to slide and cut. And it cuts really easily. It's not hard. I'm not using a whole lot of pressure. Now, at this point, you can go ahead and you could leave your paper this way and score it if you want, or you can turn it over and score it if you want. It's up to you. So what I'm going to do is, there are some dash marks here, and that just shows you where your scoring lines are if you wanted to start from this side. You can also start your scoring from the opposite side, which may be a little bit easier to do because you already know where your scoring groove is. Okay, so you're going to score across the top. You're going to score down the side. Then you're just going to turn it around, and you're going to make those same score marks. Make sure that your paper is sitting evenly the way it needs to sit. Uh-oh, I'm hoping that my paper wasn't lopsided because it seems lopsided, but you're going to score again, and you're going to score on the side. Okay, and you're pretty much done. We Are Memory Keepers, also has a way for you to make a notch in this pocket if that's what you choose to do. You can either use the board, or you can do like I did, and I used a circle punch, and did my punching. But with the board, and I really haven't tried this out a whole lot, but we'll try it out right now together. So I'm just going to put my arms in. I'm going to flip the board around to the area where the little notch part is. And what you're supposed to be able to do is take your flap, stick it underneath where you would do your little, your notch. And you want to make sure that it's as straight as it can be, but it's right in the middle of the O on pocket. And that came from the We Are Memory Keepers website. So I'm just, trying to make it as straight as I possibly can, putting it right in the middle of the O, and then I punch down. And then you have something like this. Then you'll flip your paper over. Yeah, you'll flip your paper over, and you'll do the same thing on the opposite side. Put it right in the middle of the O, and make sure that it's as straight as you can get it. And then you're going to punch. Now, if this doesn't work, then we'll just use the bottom part the top part as our bottom instead. So we'll do that. So you're pretty much done with your board. You'll use your bone folder, and now you'll just fold on all of the score marks that you made. And so I'm just going to score on all of those. Now you can choose at this point to do a decorative edge on your pocket if that's what you want to do. You can use a a punch to do that. See how it's off? And from what I heard, sometimes that can happen. So guess what? We're going to use that as our bottom. There's no mistakes here, right? No mistakes. So I'm just going to take a glue runner, and I'm going to put glue or tape right down the side, and then I'm just going to close this pocket up. And guess what? Now that's at the bottom. That boo-boo will never be seen once I close it up, right? So then I'm just going to take some tape runner and run it on the edge of my pocket and close that up. And I'll show you guys what I did to actually make my notch in my pocket instead of doing it the way that they told you to do it. So I have this circle punch right here, and it's a smaller circle punch. It's a 3/4 inch circle punch, but you can use, you know, whatever circle punch you have. All you're going to do is just take your punch, and you're going to slide it inside of your pocket. Try to make it as even as possible, and then you're just going to punch. And now I have a notch that's in the middle of my pocket as well. To me, this was easier than trying to line it up with the punch board and do it. If you can line it up, that would be great, but I have not had a lot of success doing that. So I would rather go ahead and use just a little circle punch. And so this is about it. This is your pocket that you created with the pocket punch board. And, you know, it doesn't take very long at all. You can go ahead and decorate your front however you want to. And then you'll have a super pretty pocket that you can send off to your crafty friends or whomever you choose. So that is about it, guys. As always, you can leave your comments down below, and I will get back with you as soon as I possibly can. Take care, guys. Bye.